Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and thankfully we got our back-to-back second sneak peek for the upcoming Thor update. Love and Thunder, of course, and this time it's for the person that catches Mjolnir back-to-back with our Chris Hemsworth Thor. So, only the worthy are allowed to wield its power, says this sneak peek. The goddess of thunder instead of the god of thunder. Mighty is the word that befits the one who wields the Asgardian power of Mjolnir. Thank you. So we still have more sneak peeks to come. Thankfully, it doesn't end here. I want to see a lot more, like I've said before. But without further ado, let's take a look at the sneak peek here. Again, very high fidelity, and very rendered, which is cool. A bit higher quality than we've been used to lately with sneak peeks, but that's fine. We get a very clear look at the new uniform. I gotta say, it looks like Natalie Portman. She catches Mjolnir, like it's you know, so it flies away from Thor and she catches it and they're gonna meet. Allow me to speculate a little further here. What if this whole render continues and both Thor and Jane Foster then attack Gore? Like, let's say there's a third sneak peek and Gore like creeps out of the shadows or whatever. Like, I know that the sort of location they're in, like a city street, is not necessarily where they would battle. They're gonna do battle like in space or in Asgard or whatever. But I could still see that happening, and then the two of them sort of come together to like bring down the lightning on him and the thunder. I should say thunder, even though it's the sound. Anywho, did you catch the tier 3 clue? Yes, the sneak peek, the new sneak peek team, whoever you are, hello, welcome to the new sneak peek team. They're back on their Grizzly, and although they made the Thor tier 4 very obvious so that we wouldn't be too worried about it, they made the Jane Foster tier 3 much more subtle. It's very difficult to see. It's right here. It's right here. Let me quickly screenshot this. We're gonna take this and screenshot this. And then I'm going to take this into a free program that you can use called Photopea. I'll be back in just 1 second. Okay, so here we go. We are in Photopea. And all I'm going to do is raise the brightness here. We're going to bring the brightness way up. And then we're going to zoom in. Oh, how do you... I forgot how to zoom. Calm down. You're going to zoom in right here. Look at this. Look at these cheeky people. This is crazy. They did a really good job. I must say, they did a very good job. We have right here. That's a bit too large of a I don't know how to make it smaller. Oh, there we go. I can make it much smaller. Okay. All right. I'm learning. So yeah, right there. So they got a T, 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3 T. That's really good, man. I gotta say, I don't want to I don't want to sound too weird or make too big of a fuss out of this, but like, it's really easy to miss. It's really easy to miss that, man. It's in the frame for like 2 seconds. Like you know, it's not in the frame for very long. It's literally 2 seconds before her cape and her feet block it, and then you never see it again. So shout out, I wasn't the first person, by far, I was not the first person to find this. Shout out to all the people on Twitter who found this, who circled it, who reposted it, who did all the brightness stuff before me. I just woke up and saw it, so I'm just sort of presenting it to y'all. But they did the dirty work, they did the hard work of finding it. But yo, like, major kudos to the sneak peek team. This is like... Ooh, this is like 2020 vibes on the sneak peeks, where it was like really hard to figure out, where we were like puzzling over it. But yeah, really good. And then yeah, Jane Foster looks really dope. I think she looks really good. I would love to see synergy uniforms for these characters, because there's tons of different looks from the trailers, but I'm really happy with these two uniforms. And what I like especially is that they didn't go with the exact same colors for both characters, right? Because I think there is one outfit that both Thor and Jane Foster and Mighty Thor, Jane Foster Thor, share in common, but they decided to, if they're going to go with one uniform each, they've decided to go pretty opposite. So Thor's colors are more like bright and vibrant. He's got the yellow, and he's got the gold, and he's got the blue, right? Jane Foster, Mighty Thor here, it looks more like the OG Thor, with more muted, more metallic colors, you know, lots of dark grays and browns and reds and stuff like that. So I do like that that difference between them. It'll make it very easy for players in game to tell them apart, which is also kind of important because I understand she's got boobs, but they both got the hammer, right? They both got, you know, some sort of electric lightning weapon. Sorry, I've been playing Pokemon, not electric, lightning weapon. So yeah, but as far as Jane Foster goes, this is her first uniform ever, so this should be a crazy bump for her. And just remember, because we've sort of dealt with this before, when characters get a very, like, when characters first get a uniform, like Robbie Reyes or whatever, we tend to overvalue how good that is, in the sense of comparing it to a character who's already pretty good. Like, Harold Thor is not meta, but he's pretty good. Like, he's solid. He can do content. So his upgrade is not going to feel as massive as Jane's is, because Jane is literally going to get pulled out of the dirt. Oh my gosh, I got a CTP on her. I should have taken that off. That's a bummer. I gotta take that off. That's a bummer. But yeah, I mean, bro, I haven't touched this character in ages. Like, literally, this could be the biggest rework we've ever seen, because not only is she getting a uniform, she's also getting a tier 3. And I can't tell you the last time that a character got their very first uniform and they got a tier 3, and how massive that upgrade was. Like, the Black Order are probably the best example. So if you look at how good the Black Order are, right? And actually, it's actually not. Most of the Black Order had a uniform. It's just Supergiant who had never gotten a uniform before. So if we can get a rework for Jane Foster on the level of Supergiant, a little bit better, of course, because it's 2022 now, not 2021. But that's a really good comparison. That is sort of what we're hoping to see. Minimum. Right? That's the minimum we're hoping to see, if not more. That's pretty nutty, right? That should be pretty nutty. So I'm really excited for Jane Foster. Obviously, we have more to come, and hopefully we will see new characters, because it's killing us. It's killing me to have 249 characters. It's just so awkward to not be at 250. But yeah, as far as the sneak peek goes, there's not really much else to talk about. I believe on Twitter there isn't anything new mentioned. The Twitter post seems to be mirroring what the forum post says as well. Yeah, it just says, being mighty is her forte. Jane Foster is Thor, inspired by Marvel Studios' Thor: Love and Thunder. So yeah, there's really not too much new or sort of any clues there. What I will point you out, what I will point out to you before we wrap up this video, is that there are a lot of events coming up to wrap up the last update. So we do have the Alliance donation that's already started. We do have the Uru stuff that's already started, and the Odin's Blessing combined, whatever. But we also have the Collector's Vault starting. It's going to be for Robbie Reyes's artifact, 4-star, 5-star. We have that coming. And then I believe we also, we have the ISO 8 set change. I mean, they've posted about this already. I don't know if they posted about the Collector's Vault. The reason why I bring up the Collector's Vault is because I don't think they've posted about it, A. And B, they generally post about it on the day that it lands. And that's not really helpful because it's a one-day event. So they don't really give much clue in advance to it arriving. So I'm checking. Yeah, they actually didn't say anything. So on the forums. So just keep that in mind. It's still 2 days, it's still a day away. But yeah, if you're someone who doesn't play every day, or if you're someone who's going to be very busy, 28 hours from now, then just keep that in mind, because it's gone after 1 day, right? And that's kind of annoying to miss out on that, because it's a free 4-star artifact plus a bunch of other stuff, plus the chance to get a 5-star artifact. Even if you don't like Robbie Reyes that much, Beast Mode Gaming has a great video explaining why Robbie Reyes is actually a little bit better than we thought. I don't want to exaggerate his value, but he is a very good support for Ghost Rider, for, you know, the regular Johnny Lay's Ghost Rider. And he's actually potentially better than Ghost Rider, specifically for squad battle. Not for other content, but specifically for squad battle. You do have to build him very well. Not everyone's cup of tea, of course. But yeah, just wanted to point that out, and just wanted to highlight Beast Mode's video because it's very good. But he does need the artifact for that to be the case, right? That's sort of the point of what I'm saying, which is why I'm connecting it back to that Collector's Vault, which they don't announce it until it's started, which is not helpful because it's 24 hours, right? But yeah, the artifact is just sort of buffing your fire damage if you have very high fire resist, which also sort of helps for Mephisto a little bit. But yeah, that's sort of something you'll figure out once we have once we have our hands on the artifact, right? Because then you use his leadership instead of a fire damage leadership, because he converts the fire resist into fire damage. It's actually pretty cool. It's actually a pretty cool synergy, which is why I bring it up. But yeah, just a heads up on that. So yeah, Thor and Jane Foster sneak peeks. We've gotten the really obvious stuff out of the way. We may have 1 or 2 more obvious sneak peeks to come for Sif or Valkyrie, or Valkyrie and or Sif, I should say. But the real big one that everyone's waiting for, that I'm itching to see, is the Gore sneak peek. We've already seen it in Contest of Champions. They beat us to it once again. So hopefully Gore looks amazing in this game, and we're going to be super hyped for it. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. There's hair on my microphone. Thank you so much for watching. Darn cat. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.